Welcome back, folks. I am sorry we're not outside playing with horses today. And in fact, it might be a while before I do again because according to the forecast, it's going to be stinking cold and probably till next Sunday. Well, who knows? Forecasts aren't always right. Very seldom, actually. But at the moment, it's a wind chill of minus 41. And, well, my car won't even start right now. So it's definitely a little bit too cold to be doing videos outside, and yeah, well, I don't think we're going to be playing with the horses. It's kind of my limit. I'm going to stay inside where it's nice and warm here, and prevent some frostbite. Because unfortunately, in this climate here, I am subject to a few things that other peoples don't have a problem with. Particularly the ones that are further south in the warmer climates. They can do videos outside year round, not a problem. Around here, though, it's a problem because, well, like I said, I've mentioned a few times, our winters can be pretty harsh sometimes. And, well, actually, temperatures like this are not common, but not unreal. It's not. It's like, yeah, okay, it's winter. It's ugly out. Sometimes we have mild winters. Sometimes they're nasty. And well, this year is so far proving to be one of those less than pleasant ones. I'm afraid that unfortunately means that there are going to be a few times where we're not going to be able to go outside and do videos, which is very unfortunate because I did say I had one coming up, and there's one I'm really wishing I had it done the day that it was mild enough, but I was so busy doing snow removal that day and a few other things that, yeah, we couldn't do a video. I wanted to do a demo, but I knew it was going to take a while, so unless I was sure I had enough time to do it, I wasn't going to even bother trying because it's one of those things that, I've said before that, you don't start something you can't finish, particularly with horse training, because otherwise the horse simply learns that if you give up and go away eventually, that all it has to do is ignore your requests long enough and sooner or later you go away. And we don't want a horse ever learning that kind of thing, so we're very careful, and I mentioned this in another video, where you have to be very careful about what you're going to tackle and the amount of time you have available to do it, because you never know if it's going to take 5 minutes or 5 hours. And you just can't, say, oh, I got 15 minutes to kill, I'm going to go do something. No, it doesn't work that way. And with temperatures being what they are, even if you dress plenty warm, it gets to the point where it's so unpleasant, and you can't, there's certain parts of your body, like your face, that are just really hard to cover up, particularly if you wear glasses, like I do. If I cover my face up too much, then my glasses just all fog up. And, well, then we can't see what we're doing, and, well, we may as well not be doing it then. So, unfortunately, I just thought I'd give you a little heads up that we probably won't have another video out this weekend. Well, maybe next weekend. This past weekend, no. But then it's Christmas. Everybody took the weekend off anyhow, so I guess it's not unrealistic. And I gave you a couple extra ones last week, too, so maybe that'll help out a little bit. But, yeah, unfortunately, I was going to try and do another one. I definitely wanted to do another one. But unfortunately, due to the elements, we're not going to be able to. And I'm just going to tell you right up front. This is why you're not going to see another video for a little while on my channel, is because, unfortunately, we have succumbed to the elements, and there's nothing we can do about it. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have to stay huddled inside where it's nice and warm. We're not going to be spending much time outside playing with the horses for a little while. But, well, according to the forecast, this coming weekend, it's going to finally start warming up a little bit to temperatures that it'll still be pretty darn cold for a lot of you, but for me, it will be temperatures that will be tolerable. And anything basically above about minus 20 Celsius, which for those of you in Fahrenheit, which would be actually only people in the U.S. apparently are the ones, the American country is the only one in the world, as far as I know, that has not yet gone metric. Not that it really matters. I understand Fahrenheit just as well as metric because even though Canada turned to metric in '76. To this day, you still buy certain things in imperial dimensions, inches, feet, pounds, that sort of thing. And I still fully understand that stuff. And if anybody ever tells me how much they weigh in kilograms, I have no idea how big they are. You ask me how much I weigh, I'll tell you in pounds. And even though Canada has been officially metric, and I found something very, very odd just a couple of years ago. I realized just due to the fact that there's a lot of things that have been divvied up in a fashion that is dependent on the older system. Canada, I don't think, will ever be 100% completely metric, I'm afraid, because even our roads, we have what's called a grid road system, which doesn't exist in a lot of places, but our gravel roads are running directly north and south and east and west, and they're at 1 and 2 mile intervals. So, and that's not going to change. Unless you move all the roads, which is not going to happen, that's never going to change. So, a lot of people are still going to be using. You go 3 miles that way, 4 miles that way, that kind of stuff. Anyhow, but they actually passed laws, even saying that all commodities must be sold in metric measurements. And I think I found that really funny because I was actually looking at a gas meter, and for those that are not familiar where I live, is the gas company is actually owned by the provincial government. Apparently the provincial government is excluded from laws because to this very date, they are still selling gas by the cubic foot, not cubic meters or anything like that. I think water is being metered in cubic meters, but gas is still being sold by the cubic foot. I don't understand how that works, but anyhow, so yeah, metric. Oh, anyhow, man, train of thought keeps getting derailed. I forgot what I was going to tell you. My limit of temperature is about minus 20 Celsius. And for those of you in Fahrenheit, that is actually about minus 5 Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold. But if I'm in the shelter of the arena and I'm dressed for it, that's tolerable. I can handle that. Anything much colder than that, though, I think that's when we'll just say, no, forget it. We're going to stay inside. But one of the things that really makes a difference is the wind. Even a very light breeze, temperatures that extreme can make a huge difference. I've been outside when it's been like minus 30, minus 35, and it's really not horrible if it's dead calm and you're dressed for it. However, you get even the lightest breeze and it's very unpleasant. Today there's definitely a breeze out there. It's minus 33. So like I said, wind chill is minus 41, which I don't think I have to tell you because even those, one more little factoid, Fahrenheit and Celsius at minus 40, they're both the same. So when it hits minus 40, well, if you understand either scale, it does not matter. Minus 40 is stinking cold, and that's what we're dealing with right now, unfortunately. Hopefully that's going to warm up in a little bit, and we'll be able to get back outside and do some videos, because I'd really like to do that. I don't like being cooped up in the house myself. Even today I've already been outside trudging through the snow and shoveling off the steps and a few things like that, and checking on some of the horses. Even though it's not actually my job, it's something I do because, well, I'm here and I can. And I kind of know what to look for. And even in very unpleasant weather, I don't get a real good look at them, but sometimes I can spot some obvious things that need attention. And so that's what we do. But I'm not going to stick around outside long enough to set up a camera, because in the process of setting up my equipment and even putting a halter on a horse and that, I need to do it with bare hands. Can't do it with gloves on. It's too awkward. And in these temperatures, your hands freeze way too quick. So it's just not an option. I'm sorry, folks. Going to be a little bit of a pause, almost to be expected during the winter, which is unfortunate, because winter months is usually when a lot of you actually have time to sit around watching videos rather than being outside. Well, again, all depends on where you live. You know, it varies a lot, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, well, then it's actually summer right now, and, well, anyhow. So, just thought I'd give you a heads up on that one. Going to be a little while before we're back with another video, but I promise we do have more coming. You know, if there is a little bit of a pause in videos, don't get excited. There's usually a reason of some kind, where we've either just been way too darn busy doing stuff, or due to the climate or unforeseen circumstances that have popped up. We unfortunately can't do one, but no, not the end of this channel by any chance. This channel has been around for about 7 years now, and in spite of the fact I'm still not getting lots of views, I am still going to keep doing videos and sharing what little I know. Because I know there are people out there, there's lots of people out there that know less than I do and can benefit from the things that I'm willing to share. So stay tuned, check back in a while. There definitely will be another video. Have a good day.